times a day, all over the world. Other mice are wiped out by disease or starvation. If you collected all the mice that die in one day in New York City, they would weigh 8,000 pounds. If you stacked up an equivalent amount of dead humans or even mangy dogs, it would be considered an atrocity. It seems no one has any respect for the mouse. But then, why should they? The plankton of mammals. They breed rapidly. They all look identical, and they once spread the plague. No one weeps for the mouse, for its life is worth less than zero. Just another cold fact of life on this horrifying planet.
This is the Onion News Network.
The Call to Freedom is an opinion show. It's meant for informational purposes only. It is not licensed financial advice. It is very important to do your own analysis before making any investment based on your own personal circumstances. You should take independent financial advice from a professional in connection with or independently research and verify any information that you hear from the Call of Freedom and wish to rely upon, whether for the purpose of making an investment decision or otherwise. I mean, come on, guys. Duh. It's a cryptocurrency investment and a political talk radio. Of course, it's opinions.
Computers are online. I'm gonna start loading software.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Call to Freedom.
Broadcasting live from Vertcoin Studios on LRN FM.
You're listening to Will.
You will listen to every damn word I have to say!
And Aria.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Stay tuned for political talk and everything crypto. That's right.
Broadcasting internationally on our BitPlus Network satellite.
This is
The Call to Freedom.
All right, let's boot it up.
That's right. Welcome to the Call to Freedom here on LRN.FM, broadcasting from the Liberty Radio Network here in very cold Keene, New Hampshire.
Well, it's not very cold yet. I know, because I was just out on my bicycle all day running errands. And I literally walked in 10 minutes ago. So,
well, it's pretty cold to me. Joined, of course,
cold
in the
is coming later.
By Michael Hampton. I saw that. That's actually one of the topics I want to get into today.
The polar vortex?
Yeah,
the global warming
vortex. Yeah, because that's what CBS is asking. What is the polar vortex, and is global warming to blame?
You know, that's if the weather changes, global warming is to blame, right? Well, now they're calling it climate change. So,
yeah, they generally do call it climate change, which would certainly be more accurate. I wouldn't expect, global warming to cause a Arctic vortex or polar vortex, whatever. But, I'm not a climatologist.
Yeah, I'm not either, but
allegedly, like every state in the U.S. is supposed to have sub-freezing temperatures.
That is highly unusual. Even Florida?
That's what I saw.
Florida is rarely anywhere below freezing or even near it.
Yeah. It's usually warm there. And California included? Of course, I didn't click the headline.
The parts of California are always below freezing, like Lake Tahoe up in the mountains and all that. So
true.
Yeah, wake me up when Los Angeles gets below freezing, if that's ever happened.
Well, forecasters say that millions of people in the Midwest and Great Lakes will see record-shattering wind chills from 40 to 65 degrees below zero.
Okay, that is record-shattering. We've never seen anything like that, ever.
No, negative 65-degree wind chill.
Not since the last ice age.
I'm not going outside to smoke in that. Cold so extreme that it could cause frostbite on exposed skin in 5 minutes or less. That is extreme. Some 100 million people, okay, so I don't know. Maybe the article that I didn't bother to click was misleading. Some 100 million people will experience temperatures near or below zero. Here's what you need to know about the polar vortex behind the deep freeze. The frigid air will come from a brief visit by the... God, why is this stupid video playing right where I'm trying to read?
Because that's what websites do. They annoy you with autoplay videos.
They do. I mean, this one just popped up. And it was relevant to the article, so it wasn't an ad or anything. It was just, oh, hey, you're trying to read content. Did you know that we can serve it to you another way?
Yeah, like, let's play a video that you were that we want you to watch while you're reading the article. What? Come on.
Well, apparently the polar vortex is a real
meteorological phenomenon.
Thank you. Not just a sensational headline. It's a whirling mass of cold air circulating in the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere, present every winter. It usually stays closer to the poles, but sometimes breaks apart, sending chunks of Arctic air southward into the U.S. during winter. So that's not altogether unusual then.
Yeah, that does happen from time to time. The Midwest, the Great Plains states get huge blasts of cold air in January, February. So I used to live out in Iowa, so I've seen this happen more than once, but never seen it get down to 40 below or worse.
Well, that's the wind chill.
Even for the wind chill.
Okay. This week's particularly cold outbreak may be explained by the relative lack of cold air so far this winter in the eastern U.S. I don't know what they're talking about.
You know, here in New Hampshire, it's been a relatively warm winter.
Don't say that. That's horrible.
Well, you know, I lived here since 2007. I've seen a few winters, and this one has not been that bad. It really hasn't.
Well,
it gets worse.
It does seem that we're coming up on February, and that's the cold month. You know,
February is a really cold month.
That's the nightmarish, hellish month.
If you can live through February, you can probably make it here.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll make it through February. I will try. The polar vortex will result in some shockingly cold temperatures this week. The National Weather Service in Chicago forecasts it will be the coldest Arctic outbreak in 25 years and perhaps since records have been kept. Wednesday's high temperature in Chicago is forecast to be 12 below zero. Low temperatures from 5 to 15 below zero are likely in several other places, and I'm not going to bother to read because that's stupid.
And no one cares.
Yeah. What is the temperature going to get here? I thought it was like -10 or something like that.
Yeah, it's actually not going to hit us very hard. It's kind of going to slip right by us, sort of. Let's see what weather forecast. I had this up a second ago. High of 23 tomorrow. Thursday, high of 13. Wednesday, a low of 7 below, which is Thursday, high of 13. Thursday night, 2 below. Friday, high of 20. Low of 3 below. Saturday, it gets it's pretty much gone. Highs up to 30 again.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not going to be that terrible here. 7 below is if you're inside, you can live through that. You know.
Well, I mean, we dealt with something not far from that just a week or two ago.
Yeah, last week or whatever it was.
Yeah, it got down to like -5.
Yeah, about -5. Yeah. So yeah, you've seen one night of this. So.
Yeah, our heat was out that night, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Trouble with the furnace.
Yeah. The cold blast won't last very long, thankfully. The coldest air will be in retreat by Friday. By Sunday, temperatures will be back in the 50s. Those bastards.
Well, in Chicago, anyway.
In parts of the Ohio Valley, feeling like 100 degrees warmer than this week's lowest wind chills.
Well, we'll get some of that. It's high of 40 on Sunday, 44 Monday, 48 Tuesday. So 42 Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah, here.
It's going to hit almost 50 here?
Next week, next Tuesday. It's a far out forecast, and they're saying it's going to rain too. So we'll see.
Awesome.
It's never as accurate as it. The weather forecast a week out. Well, it could be anything.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. They also ask, is the polar vortex connected to climate change? Now, remembering that this is like 3 paragraphs down from where they pointed out that these are a regularly occurring phenomenon, they decided to ask this question anyway, because I mean, it's CBS News. They have to appeal to their leftist base somehow. A counterintuitive theory about the polar vortex is gaining ground among some in the climate science community. Regional cold air outbreaks may be getting an assist from global warming. While it may not seem to make sense at first glance, scientifically it's consistent with the extremes expected from climate change. Overall, Earth is warming due to climate change. God, that sentence, that has so much to unpack in it. Earth is warming due to climate change. If ever there was a tautology, that would be it. The Earth warming is the climate change.
Well, yeah, that's climate change. I mean,
what's implied there is human caused.
You're right. Man-made climate change.
Yeah. They don't say that, but that's what they mean. Otherwise, the sentence makes absolutely no sense, which wouldn't be terribly surprising from CBS anyway. So I think we're going to continue this discussion about climate change and how just absolutely counterintuitive the entire discussion has become, and how the truth has sort of been lost due to the politicization of the issue.
Yeah, science? What's that? That's where you get money to say what somebody wants you to say, right?
We'll be back here in a few minutes.
So you've signed the Shire Society Declaration and are planning your move to New Hampshire to be around more liberty-oriented people. Next, sign up for the Shire Society Forum at forum.shiresociety.com. There are a bunch of people there who are already in the Shire, and they want to meet you. If you're already in the Shire physically, you should also come by the forums. Remember, not everyone uses Facebook. New people are signing up for the Shire Society Forum every month, so drop in and say hello at forum.shiresociety.com. Why did you move to the Shire?
I moved here to the Shire because there's other people around who take liberty just as seriously as I do.
I moved to the Shire because I saw videos of people challenging authority and thought that I could get support myself. It called to me, like, do this right now.
I wanted to be around people like me who got it. And once I got here, I knew there was nowhere else that I wanted to be.
I've always wanted to change the world. So I moved to the Shire to join people who were actually working towards doing the same thing.
The people here are awesome, loving, and positive. It was for the adventure and for the feeling of something important is happening here. And I just wanted to come to sort of be part of that.
Visit shiresociety.com to read and sign the Shire Society Declaration and learn the reasons why, if you love liberty, you should immigrate to the Shire. Plus, connect with others via the forum at shiresociety.com. That's shiresociety.com. LRN.FM now has a Discord. Discord is a free text and voice chat platform, and we now have our own server with a bunch of channels at discord.lrn.fm. You can join other listeners as they chat about various things during our live shows, or anytime, day or night. Discord software is available cross-platform, so you can have it on whatever device you want and take your chats anywhere. Join our Discord at discord.lrn.fm. That's discord.lrn.fm. The new 4th edition of Healing Our World, The Compassion of Libertarianism, will take your understanding of liberty to a deeper level and has over 1,300 updated references, new cartoons, and a foreword by Dr. Ron Paul. With discounts for multiple book purchases, the 4th edition of Healing Our World is a great gift for the liberals, pragmatists, environmentalists, and Christians in your life who think libertarianism is cold-hearted. Get yours today.